Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining Amy's Book Look. My name is Mallory Sykes and I'm going to be your book lady for tonight and hopefully from here on out. I'm really excited to give you guys an inside look at our newest titles. So here real fast, I'm just going to give you kind of a rundown of what the party's going to look like. Here in just a second, for all of you early birds, I'm going to give you the quick rundown on Amy's top 5. So most of these titles then she has purchased for her nephews, and just like for her love of reading, she has shared these excellent titles with them, and they have grown to love them in their households. And so that's she's partying tonight. She wants to win some free books for those nephews of hers. So again, thank you all for coming. Thank you for being early. You are already entered into our drawing for free shipping on any sized order this evening. For between now and 7 o'clock, we're going to be looking at those top 5, and then we will, at 7 o'clock sharp, then we will go ahead and jump into the main part of the party tonight. There are going to be a series of pretty fast and furious videos that look at all of our newest titles. We've got over 100 new titles. We won't be looking at all of those tonight, but we will be looking at a lot of them. And so luckily for you, we are partying with Squee tonight, and so you can star those favorites as we go through tonight. So if you're on a phone, you'll have to kind of toggle between the icons that are across the bottom. But if you're on a computer or a tablet flipped horizontally, then you should be able to follow the chat, click your favorites, and watch all of the videos at the same time. So it's going to be super exciting. You will be able to look at all those videos that you've starred of books that you liked or wanted to look at more at the end. And then we will rewind the entire event so that you can go back through at your own pace if there's more stuff that you want to look at. Also, if there's anything that I can help you with, if you'd like to see one of the books a little bit more in depth, even if you'd like for me to jump on a video like this and send it to you personally, I'd be more than happy to do that. Some of you have also gotten some personalized wish lists, and I am more than happy to do that for any of the rest of you as well. So let's go ahead and get started with those top 5 for Amy. So the first one that I'm going to show you is super exciting. One of my favorite series that we have is That's Not My. So we have That's Not My Horse, That's Not My Cow, That's Not My Tractor, and so they are really fun, different. It follows that specific character throughout the book, and there's a cow that's nose is too rough, and there's Velcro. His hooves are too shiny, and there's black shiny slick material, and so lots of different fun shapes and sounds and colors and textures for little ones to explore. We've got pretty much any character or item that you can think of. We may have a That's Not My Book for it, but Poppy and Sam's Animal Hide and Seek is a great kind of comprehensive part of that. So this has lots of different animals, and so not just one character. These are $15.99. This is an Usborne book and part of the Farmyard series with Poppy and Sam. And so you will see even on the front cover alone, we've got a sheep, and she's got a real fluffy soft wool. We've got a cow with a velvety nose and a pail that's real shiny and slick. And so lots of fun different sensory experiences for our littlest readers to experience. When we go ahead and open up the book, there's only one cow in the barn. Where is Daisy? The dog is furry, the cow's nose is velvety, and then we have these nice little flaps that we can open. She's hiding, and this cow has velvety spots. So on one page alone, we've got 3 different textures and colors to explore and a door to open. There's only 2 pigs in the pig pen. The duck's kind of got a spongy nose. The grain is kind of sandpapery or bumpy. The pig is felty, so are his ears. He's hiding. We've got another flap to open. The water is nice and sparkly and shiny and slick. So an excellent comprehensive book here. Beautiful illustrations, lots to learn too. We can count the sheep, we can count the flowers, lots of pretty colors and different animals, along with the textures. Some of them make noise. So we've got some cattails here with Velcro. So an awesome sensory experience with lots of repetition and fun animals to learn in animal hide and seek. So this is an excellent one to add to your little's library and would make an awesome gift. Maybe a baby shower would be a good place to start with that one. So as we kind of go up in age and experience, this is probably the title that currently comes off of the shelf at my house the very most. I've got two littles, 2 and 4, and they're a big part of the reason that I joined this business. Who doesn't like free and discounted books, right? And so this is 199 zoo animals. There are several in this series, 199 things that go, 199 farm animals. These are Usborne books, and they run $8.99 on the website. So as we open this book, you will see that it is a nonfiction title, and it really just shows some excellent illustrations of our different animals. So these are African animals. We've got our rhinoceros, gazelle, Cape hare, elephant, and so they can learn lots of fun animals. We always, with our kiddos, we started out reading them and then asking them to point to ones, and then we started vocabulary for each one. So a great way to exercise all of those literary skills with your littles. The great thing that I love about the 199 series is the size of these books. So you can see they're narrow and long, so they work really well in the car. They fit perfect into an Easter basket. We've also got the 1,000 series. So there's 1,000 animals to spot, 1,000 things in nature. And so obviously just a much more detailed and extensive list, but follow the same principle as these books. I really questioned whether or not my kids would enjoy these, but especially in reading time on their own, since they can't read yet, then these are definitely go-to titles for them. Moving up a little bit more still, we have our beginner series. This one is Horses and Ponies. These are Usborne beginners. There are first beginners, and then they step up in level as you go, but these are nonfiction titles. These ones run $4.99. Again, an excellent price point, something really fun to add to maybe a Valentine's Day gift or an Easter gift, baby shower, birthday, whatever that might look like. I even have a customer who writes birthday cards into these at such a nice fun price point. Then $4.99 is less than we pay for a lot of, especially like the singing cards and stuff. And then they get a great addition to their library. So like I said, these are fun nonfiction titles. They actually have a combination of photographs and illustrations, and they really talk in depth. Oh, this is perfect for the Kelley family. Perfect page. So it says, before engines were invented, horses were needed to carry people and pull things. Instead of using tractors, farmers used powerful horses to help them farm their fields. The first trains were pulled along by horses. So lots of fun information about horses. Even our youngest horse enthusiasts, I think, will probably learn something from here. Here's some pages about training horses, talking about how horses communicate and what some of their behaviors mean. So an angry horse flattens its ears all the way back and might show its teeth. So there are about 35 words per page. These are meant for readers learning to read, that kind of 5 to 7 age range, but also a great one for your little bit older readers to read to your little bit younger readers. So great addition to the library, great gift, and great price point at $4.99. The next one, so Amy loves a good story and really likes to pass on her love for reading. She had asked me to share Bears Don't Read with you this evening, and I actually do not have a copy on hand. And so I wanted to pick a storybook that for your little bit older readers would be a great one for them to read. And for your younger readers, this would be a great one for them to listen to. So this is Nibbles the Book Monster. He is a favorite in our house. He is excellent for a gift because there are multiple in this series that we'll talk about later. And there is also a plush and a chore calendar that can go with Nibbles. So Nibbles is not only a favorite in my family, but is also Usborne favorite. This is a Kane Miller book, and Nibbles is a book-eating monster. So I'll read you guys a few pages. Nibbles is super, super interactive. So in the front cover alone, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but he's like eating this out. So this is a big, thick board book on the outside with nice, thick pages on the inside. And so these are cut out already. And there's lots of fun cutouts and things to do. So you'll see even on our little note from the author here, then it's like a sticky note there. But this is a story about a little monster named Nibbles. We open the cage. It's really fun for kids to get into books that they kind of have a role in, or they get to see what happens, and Nibbles is great for that. So Nibbles likes to nibble soap, and Nibbles nibbles socks, and Nibbles nibbles clocks. Nibbles chomps on rubber ducks, and Nibbles loves to nibble toes, and Nibbles nibbles hooks. But Nibbles' favorite thing of all is to nibble books. So you get to see Nibbles just mowing down the books here. Oh no, where's Nibbles? He's nibbled his way out of the book. And so he's actually eaten through the page. You can see his little bottom here. He's hanging out. And we get into our library, and he has ran all around. My 4-year-old loves to follow his tracks until she finds him, and you'll see his little bottom here diving into Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So not only do we follow Nibbles' story, but we see how he interacts with and changes the story of other stories. So he has nibbled his way into Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and you can see the story starts out the same. Goldilocks is eating her porridge. It's too hot and too cold. And oh no, a monster! When the Three Bears came home, they were shocked. Someone's eaten my porridge. Someone smashed my chair. Someone's broken everything. It wasn't me. It was a monster. And he is nibbled out of the book again. So poor Goldilocks, naughty Nibbles, has nibbled his way into another story. Quick, let's catch him. We follow the footprints again. He goes through Little Red Riding Hood and causes all sorts of mayhem. He nibbles out of there again and into Jack and the Beanstalk until finally, yay, the Golden Goose has dropped Nibbles back into his book. Thank you, Golden Goose. Now quick, before we lose him, close the gate. Great. Whew, well done. Now we mustn't take our eyes off of Nibbles, not even for 1 second. Stop. Can you hear something? What's that noise? And when we open the crate, Nibbles has nibbled all the way through the book. So in the other Nibbles series, he actually nibbles his way through some nonfiction books. So we learned some excellent facts about dinosaurs and monsters. So there's Nibbles and the Dinosaur Guide and Nibbles and the Monster Guide. And then, like I said, there's Nibbles Numbers. That's a younger one where he nibbles his way from 1 through 10. And he takes a bite out of a big board book for every number. So by the time you get to the end, he's taken 10 bites out of the book. And then, like I said, we've got the plushie and the chore chart. So excellent and fun way to follow Nibbles throughout his series and share that love for reading with a great interactive title and an awesome story. The last book in Amy's favorites is On the Farm. So I'm actually going to hop off here real quick, and I'm going to plug in another video so that I can turn off the lights and show you how these Shine a Light books work. See you guys in a few.